What's up, guys? This is the Wolf here. For today's show, we're taking a look at the Cobweb movie, giving you my thoughts and feelings on the film. Honestly, I really wanted to like this movie, flat out. I was highly anticipating this movie. Me and my girlfriend both. As soon as we saw the trailer, it gave off creepy vibes. It looked like a real twisty movie, kind of Twilight Zone-y. Don't know really what's going on. And that was kind of my first impressions by the trailer, and I can say honestly, this movie tricked me with one scene in the trailer. I'll play it right now because this scene, it gave me an idea that this movie was going much further than it really is, which is disappointing. I really wanted this to be kind of like a demonic possession or aliens or something really out there, because it looks like it's out there. But I'll do a little spoilers after I talk a little bit more about the movie. But the film itself, I think it's really weird. It's kind of it has this whimsical feeling to it. It doesn't feel like a natural movie. There's only a couple actors throughout the film that don't really possess this whimsical nature, which is the teacher and maybe the school bullies that come to the house. I think you've seen in the trailer how they have the masks on, kind of like the Purge. They were the only ones that were kind of down to earth, like they acted like normal people throughout the film. I could have also been thinking of the big twist at the end. That was also, she kind of like portrayed herself as like a normal person at the beginning of the movie. But the movie is just all over itself, just crazy. It starts off kind of just with this kid that is hearing things. He's hearing knockings and hearing voices on the walls and all this, and you're going in thinking, okay, so either A, this kid is crazy, or his parents are something else, or there's something in the walls, right? That's pretty much your basis from the get-go. He ends up listening to these voices, and he pushes a kid at school down some stairs, and that was pretty gnarly. I'll give him that. That was came out of nowhere. The movie got dark really quick. I'll give it that. It did pick up speed really fast because it is kind of a short movie. It's like an hour and 20, something like that. So yeah, the movie's just under an hour and a half, so it is a little short, so they pick it up pretty quick. But so basically this movie's setup is that his parents want the kid to stop having nightmares, and they're mad at him for pushing a kid down some stairs, which is all regular, baseline things. You don't really see any alarms going off other than this whimsical nature, which is kind of creepy sometimes. But then they kind of lock him in a basement, and that's when things start getting crazy. Honestly, if you don't want any spoilers from this point on, you should just go watch the movie, come back to this, and you can see if you think the same. But basically, the teacher comes back off of a hunch, and she's just a substitute teacher, by the way. So I don't know about you guys, but where I come from, substitute teaching, you only have to go to school for like 2 years. They're really not teachers, like in the full sense of the word. So this came off a little weird to me, but she keeps checking on the kid, and eventually she hears him like kicking, and then obviously you have Anthony Starr doing amazing, his like straight face. She's like, "What is that noise?" And he's like, "It's the washing machine." Like, get the fuck out of my house, but but obviously that's going crazy. The bullies eventually come back, but before we get to that, the kid actually kills his parents because he finds his sister. So the person in the walls is his sister, and it's kind of like the people under the stairs sort of thing, but they don't ever really flush out like a backstory on this, but eventually we figure out why. But so the person's trapped in the walls. Don't know how it got like trapped in the walls of all things. A lot of this house seems like drywall, so I don't know how this is possible. But if you take that out of your brain for a second, so the kid is upset that they hurt his sister, which he's seen her and he got scared. So I don't know what the flip of the change was really, but he got upset and put rat poison in their food, his parents' food, and they're whimsical. Anthony Starr really wasn't as whimsical. I'll give him that. He didn't have this like this flaming personality like the mom did, but the mom's just eating it up, just going crazy, right? And he's like looking at the shed door, and then kind of like realization. It was kind of funny, it was a little entertaining. and they eventually die from the rat poison, and he lets out the daughter, and I think the mom is like, don't let her out, da 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 da. And then you get to see this creepy face, which, if I'm being completely honest, it's I don't know how I feel about it. It just looked like it looked real alien, you know. It looked I don't know what they were going for exactly. It looked like that Momo character kind of. They put out a new movie on Hulu. I forget what it was called, like Teeth, or I can't remember what it was called, but it kind of looked like that. It was a very strange looking face. It did get kind of gory, but they didn't show enough, you know. They didn't show enough. They showed a little bit, but I was expecting a little bit more at that point. Once that started going, I kind of got excited, but it just didn't it didn't hit as well as I wanted it to. But you know, in a confined space, this movie is interesting. Is it the movie I thought it was? No, but it did turn out to be something unique, I guess. It's strange they didn't kind of like build up to what that was at all, you know. Maybe give like some debate between the parents and the kid, but for the kid just not to know the entire movie and then the last 20 minutes, that's a little you know. I don't know about that. This seems off to me. But you know, it was a decent movie. I'm glad I didn't go to the theaters for it, I guess, but you know, it was a decent time. Overall, I just wish there had more gore. That would have been great, and maybe a better build up to the main climax. You know, I feel like they focus on some aspects that really went nowhere, like the substitute teacher, for instance. You know, that had a long, drawn out time frame for really nothing to happen. But overall, the movie, it was creepy. The whimsical nature kind of made it a unique version of what I expect from a creepy movie. The acting was really, really good. The gore that they did show, I was digging it, but I don't know, I just wanted this to be more deeper than it really was, or just have some more explanation on what is going on in this movie, which they just didn't. You know, they kind of just left it in the air, but that's just here nor there. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this movie. I'm really interested to know what big horror fans think of this, because I was really excited, you know, and I feel like I'm a little disappointed. I got through it, you know, I enjoyed it. I don't have too many complaints, but the little complaints I have, I feel like just drop this movie down a little bit. If I had to rate this movie, I'd give it, you know, a solid 7 out of 10, you know, 6.5, 7 out of 10. You know, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad at all, really, but you know, it just wasn't what I expected or what I wanted from, especially Anthony Starr. I almost love every role that he's been in, but this is just kind of just disappointing. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join the Wolf Pack. Peace.
That all for me is